Hi there, everybody. Welcome back. I'm glad to see you here. And this is my report for the week of August the 12th, 2024. Very complex week, this. I am liking it, but there's a lot to it. So let's unpack it and see what the stars are going to bring us, okay? All right, so we're effectively right in the middle of Mercury retrograde, and I don't know about you, but I've been noticing a few challenges in my life, which definitely say to me, it's Mercury retrograde throwing its power around, right? The normal things like a fraud charge on my account, and something happened to the bathroom. I had to fix that. I have not locked my keys out. I am notorious for that, but I have a lockbox now, so that sort of fixes that problem. And the normal array of technical issues on my computer and phone. So, let's hope that put that behind us. I'd be interested to hear if you've also had some annoying sort of issues and how you handle them. So put that down in the comments for me, okay? All right, so we are effectively out of the destructive storm part of the Mercury transit. So that's a good thing. And we're now heading into the time where we can use the Mercury retrograde energy just to buckle down and get things done, especially projects that are unfinished or, things that are being put on the back burner or, bottom of the tray. This is the time to sort of bring that up, get it done. All right. And this week, Mercury will depart Virgo, one of the signs that rules. So it's very comfortable here, and it will revert back to Leo. So personally, I love Mercury in Leo, although, it can cause some people to get a little full of themselves. But, I love the Leo energy. They are real leaders. I mean, they're ruled by the sun, and, they are the center of the universe. Ask any Leo, they'll tell you that. I sort of have to agree. I have a number of Leo friends, and, I love them all. I love the energy. They're action takers, so they're the ones that get up front and really make a difference in the world, So, what you can accomplish now is just the tidy up, so hopefully you did that tidy up when Mercury was in Virgo, and now as it moves back into Leo, then you can start putting things into action. And yes, I know some of you are saying, yeah, but isn't Mercury retrograde not a great time to do that? But at this stage of the retrograde transit, when it's sort of in the middle of it, out of the shadow, out of the storm, and in that middle, it's a good time to just, push forward strategically. And, certainly if you've got things that are already going on, rather than starting something new, okay? And I do have a full Mercury retrograde article, and it goes through all the different stages of the transit, what it means, what each of the transit means, what it means for you, and for each of your signs, for both when Mercury is in Virgo and in Leo. It's available in my Astro Wealth Wisdom membership, all right? So this is a monthly membership where each day you receive major planetary interaction, like the one that I consider to be the most influential for that day, plus your sun signs daily horoscope. You get everybody's horoscope daily, plus a daily inspirational quote, and that's emailed to you. Your monthly horoscope as well, and also an article from me, and an article and video highlighted from, one of the people I follow or have worked in, one of my favorite teachers in the world of inner self-development, okay? And right now, for a limited time, I have 30% off this membership. I'm not sure how long that's going to be for, but right now, just bring it down to $25.90, I think, a month. So, and not just for the month that you subscribe, but forever. So it won't go up to the normal price. And there's a 7-day trial. So as much as I would love you to stay in my soul family, you can go in and grab the Mercury article and everything else for the month and just cancel before the 7 days and you won't get charged. In fact, you can cancel anytime. So this program really gives you the heads up how to strategically plan your day, your week, your month. And so, yeah, it's great information. I love putting it together. All right, so I'll put that link down below. All right. Now, moving on. The other planetary interactions this week, there's a Mars is going to, well, conjunct Jupiter. And this to me is an amazing connection because Jupiter's energy is beneficial and Mars, which doesn't like to play nicely with all the planets, is good here. So, okay, with Jupiter. And it just pushes you into action, all right? So, in fact, a few days later on the 16th, because that's happening around the 14th, Mars will square Saturn. Now, these two generally do not play nicely together, right? They are opposite energy. However, let's go back to the Jupiter and Mars because this interaction just helps to push things forward, but you want to be a little bit careful because, yes, Mercury is retrograde, and although I just said it's a great time to put things into action, you want to be a little bit mindful of the impulsive nature of Mars, okay? And in this sense, when we look at Mars and Saturn, Saturn is more cautious, all right? So it's a somewhat challenging interaction for sure. So, you know, Saturn doesn't like to be pushed. It's like, you know, in my time, Mars just wants to go forward. And in this sense, it's a little bit like driving forward with the handbrake on, right? That's a good analogy. I've always thought. My original astrology teacher, Athena Star Woman in Australia, she told me that. And I thought, yeah, that's a really, really good analogy for that. So, you know, keep in mind that, you know, Mars can be impulsive, it can be rash, and the Saturn says, hey, is this what you really want? And will this serve you long term? Okay, so even though there's like this push-pull, you know, it really does provide, you know, works together well in this sense. So, you know, let's not forget that Mercury is a bit of a trickster and it's mischievous energy as well. And, you know, even though this is a pretty complex week, planetary interactional wise, some challenges are, you know, beneficial. There's some challenges, there's some benefits. And if you look at the whole, there's a balance that takes place here. So moving forward, but with the handbrake on, will just protect you from doing anything sort of rash that you could later regret. You know, once you do it or once you say it, then it's out there. All right. So the combined energy can, you know, just help you protect you from that Mercury trickster sort of energy, that retrograde energy as well. And then right at the end of the week, over the weekend of the 17th and 18th, Mercury, still retrograde, will also square Uranus, the planet of surprises, all right? So be mindful that Mercury represents communication. I mean, also creativity and education and a few other things, but let's focus on communication here. This challenge can just make you a little impulsive as well. So although it's a pretty heavy duty challenge, it does help balance things out and just help to pull you back to rethink, reevaluate, reframe, and course correct if needed as well. All right. So taking all of this into consideration, Saturn will help you keep things in perspective, so you don't do anything rash that you can later forget. And remember, there's always two sides. There's always like the positive and the negative, the upside, the downside. That's life. It's Newton's law of opposites. And it's up to you do what you want to do, how you want to look at it, and what attitude you have about it, right? You can like think, oh, this is bad and negative. You can say, yeah, I can see I can work with this. I can see how that's serving me, all right? And then heads up at the beginning of next week on the 19th, as we go into next week, we have a full moon in Aquarius. Okay, so the energy of that, you can feel that now as you go into that. That can be a little tricky as well, because the full moon, I mean, it can be crazy. You know, I think like even the police put, don't quote me on this, but I heard it when I was living in New York, they put extra people in the street when there's a full moon. You know, figure that, go figure. It's like, you know, I get that, you know. So, however, you know, in Aquarius, it does encourage, you know, just encourages to think of others, all right? And let's keep in mind, Aquarius is a humanitarian sign. And so any chance that you get over this coming period to do small or big acts of kindness, use the time to step up and do that. And you know what? It doesn't have to be anything huge. You don't have to write a big check out to someone. It can just be like helping somebody reach the top shelf in the market, or, you know, helping an elderly person just cross the road so they feel more secure. All right. And, you know, that's what these little acts of kindness are all about. And, you know, it's like when you give a gift, it's the giver and the receiver who get, you know, it makes you smile on both ends, right? So that's sort of a little bit like that. And, you know, you can just sort of make your heart smile. And, you know, so as we move into this full moon, I mean, there's lots of realizations that can happen as well. And like this week and over that weekend, it's 17th and 18th, that's when it's really becoming full. And the full moon is, you know, the lunar moon is always the most potent just before it's full, right? Because then it's, you know, once it's full, it then starts to diminish and get smaller. So this is a great time to, you know, if you're doing any rituals or any little spells or focus or affirmations, this is a great time to attract things. But we've got everything else going on as well. So that's what I said, even though this is a complex week, I sort of like it. Because, you know, I can see that it's all like fitting in like a little jigsaw puzzle and helping, you know. So I hope that you can all work with that energy in a positive manner where it's, you know, good for you. All right. Okay, so have a great week with that. Now let's go ahead and have a look at the individual signs. This copy, all this copy is on is on my site. The planetary overview we just went through is on the blog, and the individual signs are on the horoscope page, and they're actually published in Star Magazine, who I've been with for, I don't know, about 18 years, I think. Time flies, right? All right, let's start with Aries, of course. So Aries, planning a career move, stay focused with a clear picture of what you want. Really, success can be just around the corner. So be optimistic, clear out any unnecessary drama, and just make room for new opportunities and new openings right now. And, you know, this is a good time just to like amp up your self-care, because where it sits in your solar chart to start with, it's really about life-work balance and your self-care regime. Once you do that, then, you know, you can just watch sort of Cupid sashay his way into your orbit. Okay, if you're looking for love, I hope that happens for you. Now, Taurus, buckle up, Taurus, and brace yourself for family drama, but look for the positive twist, okay? It could be some beneficial, positive surprises here, which could lead to a new chapter, all right? So stay open to just share a heartfelt moment with someone, but also pay close attention to their words and their actions. Make sure they're congruent. And, you know, if you sort of watch what they do and listen to what they say, that's going to give you the insight just to decipher their true intentions, okay? Gemini, fasten your seatbelts, Gemini, and just embrace an unexpected change. I mean, even if it's chaotic, you know, it's as if the universe is hand delivering you a golden ticket to the most fabulous opportunity. Now, Mercury, of course, is your ruler as well as Virgo. So, in this sense, there's a lot going on in communication, in creativity, and a lot going on around the home environment too. All right. And with love, just be prepared for an exciting development that could just spark a new romance, a romance that promises to be passionate and exciting, right? You wouldn't have it any other way, right? All right. So Cancer, as planetary energy shift, it can just cause disruptions to your plans right now. You know, with so much going on. So, you know, and as a water sign, you can tap into your inner strengths just to limit exposure to the doubters that are around you, the people that think it's cool to belittle people, and to stay clear of negative and negativity and just focus on your journey, the journey that's going to, you know, lead you to something better. It's a very complex week. We've got a full moon coming as well. If you skipped through and you didn't, you know, listen to the overview, the planetary weekly overview, I'd go back and listen to that. Okay, this week particularly, it's a very sort of complex week. All right, so Leo, get ready for the world to rock. You're in for a quantum shift knocking on your door. Everything seems to be quantum at the moment. I'm spending my time pretty well every day. I mean, I meditate every day a couple of times, and I'm, you know, doing the Joe Dispenza quantum shift meditations at the moment. I love them. So yeah, everything seems to be quantum shift at the moment. So yeah, stay and, you know, and go in and have a look at that too. It'd be really good for you. So, but stay alert for significant changes. As the only person right now, Leo, who can get in your way is yourself. Okay. So, with love, you know, find a partner who not only ignites your passion, yeah, that's important, particularly as you're a fire sign, but you also want to be challenged intellectually. Okay. So look for both. Virgo, this is a highly productive and empowering time for you, Virgo. You're on the right path. Just to make it big, stay focused. I put the blinkers on, stay focused. Don't get too caught up in overthinking or worrying. And this is a great time as Mercury retrograde, it's in your sign. You know, for a little while anyway, before it reverts back to Leo, a great time to just knuckle down and get up to date with things. But look at the bigger picture as well, okay? So stay away from minor issues and negative influences, okay? Don't get caught. If something is spending too much time on and you can't get to the bottom of it, it's a minor issue and it's going to take up like way too much time, more time than what it's worth. Put it aside for now and we'll work on the big rocks, okay? The big things. And you know, you want to like reflect on your role in relationships now as well, and just be conscious of addressing any emotional baggage that comes up for you. Okay. Now, Libra. Okay, so you want to quit over analyzing, Libra. Like, this is one of your greatest traits, to be able to break things down, look at the pros and cons, look at plan B, look at plan C. I love that about Libra. It's so you know, it's such a great gift to do that. But when you get into overthinking or overanalyzing, that's when, or getting too many opinions from too many people, that's when you get into that procrastination, that textbook procrastination, but it doesn't have to be like that, okay? So you want to sort of just quit overanalyze, get ready to embrace bold moves in both your work and your love life. You know, most sort of leaders will say, a quick decision is a good decision. If you have to like think about it for too long, then maybe it's not right. And also you can lose some momentum and it can just pass you by. Okay, so do your analysis and make a decision and move on, right? And when it comes to work, you want it like collaboration with the right people. That's your key to success now, right? So, and with love, expect passionate adventure and connection with someone. If you're with someone, then plan something to do together. If you're not, then you could be pleasantly surprised. So just hold on tight, because a thrilling romantic escapade is definitely in the stars for you right now. All right, moving on. All right, so Scorpio, if you're feeling the urge just to level up your romantic life, then, go ahead and do that. But before you immerse yourself in all matters of the heart, just ensure that your boundaries are not being compromised. Okay, we all need to set boundaries. It's like, what are our must-haves? What are our non-negotiables, and where can we compromise? So somewhere in that compromise point is your boundary. So you want to work out what that is with relationships and get that set, and then make your water sign, so you're highly intuitive. I mean, if you or someone has crossed your boundary, or you're allowing someone to cross your boundary, you'll feel it. Okay, take notice. Choose your confidence wisely now as well. Friends can be supportive, but you know what? Maybe they're not all trustworthy. So until you're sure of someone's loyalty to you, you perhaps want to go on a need-to-know basis with your information and how you feel, okay? And at work, just stay grounded and centered, right? And if you can do some meditation, and just center yourself. And right now I'm working on a 3 steps to calm anxiety mini course. It's going to be a complimentary free mini course. So that'll be good as well for everyone, but it sort of comes to mind for you. Okay, so, and I'll do a video on it and you'll see it if you're following my channel. And if you're not following my channel, please follow my channel, all right? All right, so Sagittarius, so channel your creativity for financial success. And, if you can do that now, it can send you straight to the top. So, as for matters of the heart, yes, chemistry, of course, Sagittarius is the key, particularly for you. You've got a very light, flirtatious sort of energy when it comes to love. But remember, a stimulating connection with a touch of flirtatious banter is the ultimate in the game of love for you, all right? Because you're a sign that likes to gather knowledge, a higher level of knowledge, so you really need to have that connection as well. I mean, don't we all? But it's highlighted for you more so, okay? All right, so Capricorn, fellow Caps, hi, hold on tight. Your career gets a boost, but be careful not to let anyone else play the role of producer or director in your life, okay? And, you want to keep in mind, I said to a friend the other day, I said, things have been really not so much difficult, but a lot going on. And when there's a lot going on, there's sort of like a bit of chaos. And I say, when there's chaos, a little bit of chaos in your life, you're getting close to breaking through. You just got to stay the course. Don't give up. It's never an option. Stay the course. Just push on through. All right. It's your show, Capricorn. Remember that you're the superstar. So you want to guard your turf like a pro, right? Just stay focused and precise in your approach to achieve your goals. Just keep, moving forward with your goals, one step at a time. And, if you're like me, I use a system called Evernote. I love it because it's got boxes and tick boxes and color coding, and I make an art of organization. So if that's you, then you want to have a look at that. I can't speak highly enough about it. It's a great system, Evernote. Okay, so yeah, just stay focused, and with love, I mean, look for a soul connection. I mean, it's we have this connection between Uranus and Mercury. I mean, you want to just look for a soul connection, which can come right out of the blue because this is a square. It's like it might not be your ideal person that you have written down on your love list or in your journal, but sometimes someone a little different, particularly as we've got a full moon coming up in Aquarius. Somebody a little bit different can take you by surprise. So have an open heart and an open mind, okay? All right, so Aquarius, let's move on to Aquarius. You want to watch your finances now, Aquarius. Just watch them like a hawk. See what's, make sure you know what's coming and going. Opportunities knocking right now, and it can be in the form of chaos that actually brings cash to you, okay? So, so you want to just keep control of what's going on in your life and in your bank and with your money management. Now, to do with work or business, you want to just speak your mind as you connect with, the movers and shakers, because you're a great social person. You love to get out there and socialize, more so than some of the other signs. So just speak your mind, just be yourself. Everyone knows you're brilliant, Aquarius. So, just stay clear of the energy vampires or people that want to put you down or just suck up all your energy and distractions. So either go up and around, over or around, okay? And so in other words, don't get too involved, don't get into any interaction, just like go around or up and keep going and stay focused on you, all right? And what you want, what you're doing. All right, so Pisces, get ready for a love story that can outshine the brightest of city lights now, Pisces. So Pisces just loves to be in love. It's almost like sometimes I have known some Pisces that, it's almost like it's not just the love. It's like the build up to the love and the fantasy of the love. It's like the whole story that comes together, okay? And while a magnetic attraction can really fuel the flames of passion, the key to lasting love is always genuine friendship. So, and I've seen that with Pisces too. Generally don't, even though you may fall in love quickly or love at first sight, it's possible for Pisces, you get that sort of connection. Generally, from what I've seen from my personal experience, because I have an attraction to Pisces throughout my life, is that even though you can have that like immediate connection, they don't always quickly want to make the commitment, and I think that's good because, Pisces is such a special sign. You want to know that, build the friendship and know that there's no secrets underlying, all right? Now at work, collaboration is your secret to success now, okay? So don't allow others to stand in your spotlight, though, Pisces, all right? This is your time, your life. You're the producer and director of your life. Collaborate with others. That's where your success will come from, but don't let someone else take over, okay? All right, so once again, delightful to have you here. Thank you for being here, and please subscribe and share. That would really help me and my channel. Thanks so much. Bye. We'll see you next week.